seems like Democrats are getting a wake-up call, especially after the DNC. This Democrat activist who volunteered at the DNC blast the Democratic Party.
Okay, I'm going to get real in this, and it's probably going to piss some people off. But I'm okay with that, because if I'm not being honest, then what else am I doing? I just got back from the DNC where I signed up to volunteer. And when I initially had signed up to volunteer, Joe Biden was still the nominee. It wasn't yet Kamala Harris. I've worked in progressive politics for a long time. I have worked for many different Democratic candidates, Senate candidates, House candidates, even some Democratic organizations. And as the years have gone by, I found myself getting more and more disillusioned with the Democratic Party, although until now, I've never said that out loud or anywhere public.
Whew, I remember the first time I said it out loud and in public. Man, it felt like you just lifted the weight of the world off your shoulders. You didn't even know you had this little plantation stuck on your back.
And I just want to say that by saying this, I'm not necessarily saying that the other party is better. I'm just giving you my experience with working with the Democrats. Throughout my career, I've mostly done campaign fundraising, so I've seen it the way that it works behind the scenes. And I know that candidates spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day just calling donors and begging rich people for money. It's pretty much the only people that they talk to. I mean, of course, sometimes they have to talk to voters, but the majority of their time is just spent calling and begging rich people to give them money for their campaigns.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is the same party that dooms, or how do I say, vilifies people with a lot of money. These are the same people that want to take down the big corporations, but they need them to. Y'all see the psychological game being played with us?
And what this inevitably means is that we don't actually live in a democracy. It's just rich people calling the shots and having the access to talk to the politicians. They're the ones that basically get their ear all day. They're the ones that can help shape and prioritize what the politician actually focuses on. Even the politicians that detest this, that want to get big money out of politics, still have to play this game. They still have to make these calls. They still do the same amount of just calling rich people and begging them.
Well, Donald Trump got Elon Musk, bro. Yeah, I don't think he's making no calls. I'm not saying he's not making no calls, but I think just from the outside looking in and based on what Elon Musk said, I think people just want to throw him money versus the DNC, the Democratic Party. They got to please
their money. And what unfortunately happens once they get into office, if they get into office, is that they soon realize that the money machine is so great and the seduction of power is so immense that they no longer adhere to these values. When I first got into politics, I thought that Democrats were the party of the people. And at the DNC this week, I felt like I was in a building with the most elite and out-of-touch people in the entire world. It very much felt like, let's just have a huge party and forget all of our problems because the vibes are brat. When I was there, I didn't feel any connection to real America or the place that I come from, which is the Midwest, Kansas City, Kansas, and Missouri. I didn't feel any connection to the people that I know right now who are struggling to buy their groceries or to pay their rent. The people who want to know what both candidates are going to do to materially affect change in their lives. And when I was there listening to the speeches, I felt myself feeling mad because I didn't hear anything about the economy. Definitely not in Kamala's speech and not very much in the others as well. Instead, I heard generic platitudes, things like joy and respect and integrity, and what does that even mean? Let's make the military the most lethal in the world? I thought I was part of the anti-war party. I thought I was part of the party that fought for the underdog, that championed working people. When and how did we just become the party of academia and affluence? Because that's what we are right now. How can we ever say that we're going to fight corporate power or give a voice back to those communities that have been left behind when above the delegates on the floor in levels and levels and rings of suites with donors and corporations that we're literally looking down on the people below from above? That's what Chris Cuomo said, and he's absolutely right.
I was just about to say that. I was saying it came from Chris Cuomo, and we know Cuomo ain't the guy we want to get the info from, but coming from him, we was like, oh, whoa, this is a surprise. This guy's telling the truth.
You know, I went to the DNC this year hoping that I would feel reconnected to the Democratic Party, that I would have more of a sense of understanding of Kamala and her candidacy and what she stood for. But instead, I ended up leaving and feeling the opposite, more disconnected and alone than ever. And I don't think I can support Kamala Harris for president. I don't even know if I can call myself a Democrat anymore. I don't know who I'm going to be supporting, but I know it's not her. And for once, I'm not afraid to say it.
What a shame, man. And we see this as a common theme in 2024 as it relates to the Democratic Party. People are jumping ship every single day because their common sense is not matching up to what the Biden-Harris administration is trying to spew. Like she said, I'm at this, convention listening. I'm talking about peace, prosperity, and joy and all this other stuff. But I got friends over here who can't even pay for groceries, this, that, and the third. Then on top of that, I signed up for this when Joe Biden was still the nominee. A lot has changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they definitely, man, these people don't care. And I appreciate her bravery because when I first came out of the Democratic Party, it was definitely terrifying. You're an emotional zombie. I'm gonna be honest. At least I was. Speaking for myself, I was an emotional zombie who was media induced, and I was just going with what I thought, what I heard was, the way to go with things. I wasn't thinking for myself, anything of that nature. So when I finally jumped off of that ship, it was very terrifying. I'm gonna just be honest. I know you got some dudes alpha male. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Forget all that, bro. I hopped off the ship. I said, F it. Yeah, cool for you, man. But for me, yeah, it definitely took some time. It was hesitant. I was hesitant. You're afraid to lose friends and things. That you evolve and you grow. You realize you got to protect what you believe in, and all that starts to diminish over time. But it comes with time. Anyhow, she's not saying that that the other party is better, which is Trump. But I'll say it. It is. She ain't got to say it. I'll say it for you. The Trump party is better, man. And the most telling part about this video was her saying, for once, I'm not afraid to say it. And the reason why that's telling is because she found the courage after she went to the DNC, after she heard Kamala speak, after she seen that there were no policies and no interest in what she's actually looking forward to in life. It was just this big imagination convention, or it was really low-key a Trump rally. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. It was an anti-Trump rally. That's all the DNC was. What else? It says, for one say you are welcome to join MAGA with open arms. Yeah, we still, we're open arms up. Come through. We are the party of the people, for the people, by the people. The Dems lost me when the Obama administration decided my healthcare needed to be thrashed because it was, quote, too good, and therefore unfair because it was better than most. Never mind all the work I did to get the good job with the good insurance. That was unnecessary. Yeah, I'd be totally teed off too, man. So, not at all surprising, by the way, this applies to both sides to some degree. Look at Lindsey Graham. Ate all. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, cool. Don't fool yourself. Democrats are the party of the elites and wealthy. But they are the party that tell us that we can't be wealthy. They tell us that because of my skin color, I would be the exception and not the rule. It's not possible for me, unfortunately, because of my skin color. What beautiful honesty. This girl has been taught to hate Republicans and just hasn't figured out yet that she is one. Yeah, having that realization, man, is a big one. It's just a big whoa, but hey, Here's a quick recap of the DNC if you missed it.
Welcome to the Democratic National Convention 2024. We are just so joyful. So much joy. So much joy.
We hate Trump! We hate him so much!
Joy. Joy. That is our mantra. Trump, Trump, Trump. Everything in the country right now is going great, and you want another 4 years of this. Abortion is awesome. Our platform is just to give money away until we run out. If anyone here would like an abortion, just feel free to step outside to the mobile unit out back. Free abortion. I don't think we've told you enough how much we hate Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. We are having such a party here. We are so joyful. It's okay for us to have multiple homes, but we're suspicious of anyone that takes more than they need. Joy! Joy! We have a lot of celebrities here, and they can really relate to the common everyday needs of your average American. Trump is a horrible human being. The other side is evil. It's really time to stop the division and come together in unity. Free vasectomies! Again, out back, mobile unit, if anybody wants to, The other side is just so weird. Again, we just need to love each other despite our differences. We're not going back to a secure border, lower inflation, lower cost of living. Joy!
Make sure y'all go follow let's say Con Mama on Twitter. It's Conservative Mama. You can search her. You'll be able to find her. But CON Mama on Twitter is her handle. Make sure y'all go support her. Hilarious, man. I just found her yesterday, followed her, and just found her to be such a treat and a joy. And I wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, man. Some people are finally having a realization that the Democrat Party is not for them. It is in turmoil, and I'm here for it.